Hi everybody, I'm Pastor Andy Ferguson. I'm the pastor of the First Baptist Church in Yakima, Washington. And I'm starting a new video series today, and I'm also wanting to start a conversation. I want a conversation around family. I believe that family matters a great deal. In fact, that's what we're going to be calling this series, is Family Matters. And I just want to invite and engage a conversation, particularly to families in the Yakima, Washington area, but hey, I'm open to something broader than that. I can't think of a time when families have been under more attack than what they are right now. Divorce rates are approaching 60%. The number of people that are shacking up together that aren't even getting married can't even be measured. The fact that we had COVID and kids were home, and we have schooling issues, people forced into homeschooling that never did that before, people having to spend more time with their kids than they ever thought or wanted to. For some people, that's been great. For a lot of people, it's been terrible. It's put a lot of stress on families, a lot of stress on marriages, people at home together all the time rather than having the natural outlets and things that people are used to. Has really exposed a great deal of weakness and put a great deal of stress on relationships in marriage. And I don't know about you, but my sense is that there's a lot of stress and problems in marriages that are being, magnified right now in this time. And there are very few resources. And then you add on top of that, that churches aren't meeting regularly, or the services and things that they offer aren't available. And so you have a greater need with fewer resources, fewer solutions for people to get help. And I want to help. I'm 63 years old. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for 44 years successfully. We're happier now than we were when we first got married. And we believe that we have an anointing on our marriage and on how to love one another as a married couple, how to raise good kids. We have 3 daughters and 8 grandchildren, and we want to help. First Baptist Comunidad Christiana, that's our full church name. We want to help. We want to be a resource center for families in the Yakima area. But I want to start a conversation. I want to get your input on what do we need to do? How can we help you to bring up your family, to create a stable, healthy family where mom and dad actually love each other, where mom and dad actually love the kids, and where the kids are respectful and obedient to mom and dad, where God is at the center of the home. This is our goal as Christians, as a church family, and we want to help. And right now, for me, when I look around and see the needs that are just coming out of the walls for families, it's incredible. And like I said, you had all the COVID stuff and people at home, and then, what was sort of the camel that broke the camel's back, or this straw that broke the camel's back, was this referendum 90 that just passed in Washington. So starting next school year, 21-22 school year, the school districts are going to have to teach and present this sex ed curriculum that was passed at the state level. And if you're a Christian, and maybe even if you're not a Christian, it probably is raising some concerns if you know about it at all. So we don't have time to go into that right now, but if you're concerned about what you're going to do with your kids when that becomes mandatory sex education for all kids, kindergarten on up, we want to talk about that. So join me in this conversation. Family matters. I believe family matters. I want to help you with your family. Our church wants to help you with your family. We're a small church, but we believe in a big God and a big kingdom, and we believe that He can help. And my wife and I, who you'll meet fairly shortly, I think, in this series, want to be a resource to you. Think of us as mom and dad, grandpa, grandma. We actually are called Oma and Opa in our family. And so we'd like to be your Oma and Opa in your family. But join us in this conversation. I look forward to talking with you, and we'll see you next time.